Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Omar here, and today I have the pleasure to talk to you guys about what the heck is Ozempic. Before we get started, this is my Instagram, OmiFit. If you guys have any questions, concerns, you want to reach out to me, show me some love, no problem. You guys more than welcome to message me on there, or you could leave a comment below. Anyways, let's dive right into what is Ozempic. I've done many hours of research on this, and right now it's a very popular drug that's been on a lot of people's mind. A lot of people are just really relying on it to completely dismiss their healthy lifestyle, going to the gym, and basically looking at it like a shortcut. And I'm here to explain to you guys in the next 10-15 minutes as to is it worth it and what are the side effects, how it came to be about, how it was created, and most importantly, what is it, right? So, starting with number one, Ozempic, aka it's a semi-glutide GLP. So, it's a glucagon like peptide 1 hormone that is released in your gut. And what this essentially is basically the reason why this came out to be the drug that it is today is because this was actually created for type 2. Oh, I got these new pens. Type 2 diabetic patients. Okay, hopefully you could read that chicken scratch there. So it was created for type 2 diabetic patients, mainly to control blood sugar and most importantly their sensitivity of their insulin. But what they started to realize in those type 2 diabetic patients is they started to lose weight significantly faster than patients that were on other medicines for diabetes. And they started to do a clinical trial back in 2017, and to their, I guess, their revelation, FDA approved it in 2017 and also classified it as a weight loss drug. Okay, so they realized that when type 2 diabetes were the patients were taking this drug, they were losing anywhere from 15 to 20% of their weight without going to the gym, without dieting, and most importantly, without even being active a whole lot. So how was it created? So basically, they were running clinical trials, and when they were running their clinical trials, they realized that this drug helps people lose weight significantly fast back in 2019, 2017. So that's how the semi-glutide GLP-1, the drug Ozempic, was created. And basically, going back to what I was saying, what I was telling you guys about earlier, this is a hormone that is released when you take Ozempic. It's released into your stomach. And what does it do? This is the science behind it. So basically, it tells the brain when this hormone is released. I'm actually going to use the backside of my pen, of my pen here. Okay, so when it's released, okay, it tells the brain to slow down digestion. So when it slows down digestion, the brain tricks the body thinking it's full and it does no longer need food. Okay, so imagine if you ate somewhere in the morning at like 10, 11 o'clock, then you take Ozempic and it's 7 in the afternoon. You're busy about your day, but you've not gotten hungry. The reason why, because this hormone, when it's being released, it tricks the brain thinking it's full. It lowers down your insulin level, so your insulin is like not jumping up and down, and therefore it controls your blood sugar so it doesn't cause you to have cravings. And last but not least, it is a diet suppressant. A lot like coffee, black coffee, but like 10 times more stronger. I know I've said this in my videos before. I've taken coffee when I was cutting. I would drink coffee. I still drink coffee. I love coffee, but I would drink coffee up until lunchtime because that's a big diet suppressor for me. So I could have a lot. I could skip a meal. I could eat later on in the day and have the day a little bit more nutrient dense compared to eating in the morning, because that's going to speed up my metabolism, right? So the science behind it is essentially it tricks the brain to thinking it's full, therefore you no longer want to eat. You don't have any appetite. Appetite does not exist. Okay, so therefore you start to lose weight significantly fast without going to the gym, without dieting, without being active, right? Popularity right now, it's an all-time high because a lot of people, especially obese people, okay, that are facing obesity, okay, they are they have challenges, right? They have mental challenges such as going to the gym, being physically active. They have a relationship with food that they don't understand that food is really their enemy. But these are the type of people that Ozempic is recommended for. But for your average person that's trying to lose 30, 40 pounds, I'm telling you guys, you don't need to put a synthetic compound in your body to lose that weight. You could do it naturally by fixing up your diet, by being active. And even if you don't go to the gym, I know I just created something on my Instagram that helped a lot of people out, basically, where people make the gym to be an excuse. And I've cut that out for you guys, because you don't need the gym to be active, to be healthy, and to live your best life. Gym, if you can't afford 20, 30, 40, $50 memberships, it's okay. You don't need to go to the gym. The biggest thing that you have to focus on is what you're putting in your mouth and what's going inside of your stomach, right? So popularity is very high right now. A lot of people are taking this drug, and the biggest thing is, guys, it is not cheap. Ozempic could cost you, if you don't have health insurance, it could cost you anywhere from $850 to $980 for a month supply. Oh, this marker is so much better. Thank you. Month supply. So, and if you have insurance, anywhere from as low as $25 to $200 of a month supply. And how do you take it is basically, it's a micro needle that goes in your body. It's super quick. It takes less than 5 seconds or so. You jab it, and basically it will trick the body, and it will release that chemical, that hormone inside of your stomach, inside of your gut, and it will tell the brain that, hey, I'm full. And then the brain will act like it's full, and therefore you will no longer get hungry, you won't get cravings, and your blood sugar levels will be stabilized, and your insulin sensitivity will be at an all-time low, right? So that is right now, that's what's happening. A lot of people are taking this shortcut, but what they're not realizing is that, because a lot of people think that skinny people are healthy. This is not true, guys. Okay, matter of fact, and this was scary, because when I found out about this, it just kind of blew my mind away, because I realized that skinny people, they might look healthy, but internally it's a complete different ecosystem that they got going on. They could have clogged arteries. Okay, they could have fatty liver. They could have cholesterol problems. They could have diabetes. They could have blood pressure problems, so on and so forth. Right. So what you have to focus on is this a long-term solution? And most importantly, even let's say, even if you lose all the weight, let's say you're freaking 300 pounds, okay? With Ozempic, you get on it and you start losing, you know, 100 pounds, and then you get on it more, and then you start to lose even more weight. That is okay. But here's the thing, guys. You don't go to the gym always for losing weight, okay? You want to go to the gym to mentally feel stimulated. Mentally stimulated, and you're stress free. That's the most important part. Because I've seen a lot of people, some people have even come up to me and said, hey man, you know what? What do I do after I lose the weight? And the reality is that's when your journey starts. That's where I made a mental decision, an executive decision, and I terminated all other options because when I got my muscles, when I got my abs, when I got my chest separation, the X bars on my chest, my back looking like the tectonic plates, you know. And I don't mean to brag, but why I'm saying this is because the biggest thing for me was ultimately, aside of looking in the mirror and having a six pack and muscles and so on and so forth, to definition, styration, and separation, right? It was my mental right here, right? My mental clarity, the mental fog, and the negativity that your brain starts to bottle up throughout the months, and then you don't know how to release it, you don't know how to channel it, right? That was the magic part about the gym. It wasn't so much about how you looked. That was one thing. The second thing was like how much stress that you could relieve just by going to the gym 3-4 times a week. And most importantly, your food controls your mood, that I've talked about in my previous videos. You guys could check them out right there in these links below. But most importantly, those were the some of the things that kept me in the gym, and it became an identity of mine, right? So most importantly, guys, you have to understand the drug is not cheap in of itself, right? What it does is slows down digestion, triggering the brain's response to allow it not to eat. You just won't have appetite. You'll completely suppress it, right? But in long term, what are the side effects, right? Side effects, you could be nauseous. You could feel like you want to vomit, possibly headaches. Okay, some rare ones have been, you could have potentially dizziness, and then last but not least, you could have just relying on it ultimately, relying how reliance, right? So most importantly, guys, right? Ozempic is something that I would personally, in my opinion, if you're obese or if you've had severe challenges with weight, then it's something that I would conduct a doctor about. I am not a doctor by any means, and I'm not telling you that you should go take Ozempic. But most importantly, I would dig into a little bit more, do a little bit of more research, look at the clinical trials, look at what study the side effects, the long-term effects, the short-term effects on your mental and your psychiatric health, right? And also, most importantly, I would recommend this to someone that is actively looking to improve their overall image mentally and physically and emotionally. What do I mean by that? If you're on Ozempic but you're eating McDonald's, good luck. Back in the early 2000s, people were popping a fat blocker and then they're going to McDonald's and ordering 4 double cheeseburgers. How would that remotely even come close to helping you? That's like, putting a full tank of fuel in your Ferrari, but then slashing your tires. And then asking yourself, oh, why is my car not driving? right? So most importantly, what you have to focus on is, if you are taking Ozempic, right, put the right practices in place. Go to the gym. Make sure you're exercising. Make sure you're getting your 10,000 steps a day. Make sure you're constantly staying active. So it could become a part of your identity. And then eventually, when you get your weight loss goal, let's say you lost 20 pounds, 30 pounds, 40 pounds, you could slowly wean off of it. You could slowly, pedal off of it, and then therefore just go the natural route, right? There's been many times, guys, where people have told, people have debated, some of the bigger channels on YouTube, people have debated, and you could look this up, steroids are safe, right? In my opinion, are steroids safe? Potentially, yes. But at the end of the day, you are still putting a synthetic compound that is man-made into a human body. If your body does not manufacture it on its own, okay, and then you're taking an external source and injecting it into your body, or you're taking through tablets, however you want to look at it, right? At the end of the day, its long-term effects of it will not be good. I don't care. I don't have a science degree. I'm not a scientist, exercise scientist, right? I don't, I don't have a PhD in, in Scientology and all this. But at the end of the day, what you have to understand is, if something that is not being created in your body by itself, therefore, long term, it will have bad side effects for your health. So I hope this helps. Let me know if you guys have any questions or concerns. If you guys want to reach out to me, this is my Instagram. I'd love to hear from you, your story, connect with you guys. And if you guys need any help, or you guys need some sort of meal plans, please reach out to me. And training protocols, rest, recovery, all that, please reach out to me. I'd love to help, and then we'll connect with you guys on the next video. Thanks for watching.